.com for more information.
Good Morning Texas Home and Wealth, sponsored by Rodney Anderson with Supreme Lending.
Bills, I gotta pay, so I'm gonna work every day.
You're working because it's almost the first of the month, and what does every homeowner have in common? Well, the dreaded mortgage payment is due, but before you submit this month's payment, I want you to take a moment and listen, because our mortgage expert, Rodney Anderson, has some really important information for all of us. Good morning.
Good morning, Shannon.
Okay, what's the first thing people should be looking out for?
Well, what they need to do is actually look at their mortgage statement, okay? The banks have made it so easy. Lenders have made it so easy because everything is online, and most people now, they pay their mortgage payment by auto pay.
Yes.
So here's what happens. When you don't look at that monthly mortgage statement, most people don't know what rate they're paying. Most people don't look at that mortgage statement to see if they're paying PMI or MIP, which is mortgage insurance, that if their value has gone up, they can refinance and they don't have to pay. So there's lots of opportunities to save money, but I tell people, log online, look at that statement, don't just fall asleep at the wheel here, because what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot of cost savings and a lot of money that can be saved.
I think we're all kind of guilty of that, and this sounds so easy to do.
Yeah, it sounds so easy, but every day I see people with their mortgage statements, and what I'll do is I'll call them, Shannon, and I'll ask them, they've called on refinancing, and I'll say, how much are your property taxes? Have no idea.
Right.
How much is your home insurance? Well, it's about $1,200 a year, Rodney, and only to find out it's $2,800 a year. Are you paying PMI? I don't even know. So what's happened is it's taken the opportunity. The banks are making way more money than they should on these things, and there's opportunities for people to refinance before rates go up much higher.
Now, speaking of refinancing, who should really consider doing this right now?
Yeah, number one, if you have a rate and you're paying 4 3/4, 5% or more, you definitely should consider refinancing. Number two, if you're paying PMI or MIP on your mortgage and you've been in there at least 4 or 5 years, you should consider refinancing. If you have a first and second mortgage, many people took out 80-10-10s, 80-15-5s, 80-20s, and now they have enough equity to combine those two together. And then we always talk about cash out refinances.
Right.
Anybody that their equity is shot up, they've got good to excellent credit, but they're drowning in credit card debt, are wanting to do home improvements, wanting to send the kids to college. So many different reasons why people should look at refinancing.
Okay, people think about refinancing, but then they start thinking, how long is it going to take to close these loans out? What are you doing?
Yeah, our average right now is 17 days, start to finish, okay? Most lenders taking 45, 60 days. A lender should be able to refinance your home normally, Shannon, within about 15 days. It's not that hard. Just imagine, it's coming up the beginning of the month next week. You could be closed on a refinance by October 15th, by November 15th.
Right.
And you could be refinanced by then, and all this is set behind.
So you're going to save a little money right before the Christmas holidays.
Save money. I had a lady the other day, she refinanced her home. She's saving $300 a month. And she said, do you know how much this helps out with daycare?
There you go. And it does help.
It always helps.
It really helps.
Money never comes at a bad time.
It never comes at a bad time. You can give Rodney a call if you need more money or you want to refinance. Just give him a ring at 1-800-EXPRESS or go to RodneyAnderson.com for more information on financing or refinancing a home.
Still ahead.